What I want to talk to you guys really about is getting diversified, becoming financially independent. I mean, we put in the IB, and a lot of times we go around and we ask people, why are you doing Primerica? You know, why are you showing up to trainings? Why are we asking you to plug in on a Friday, take off work, come down all the way to the Poconos? Why are you doing this? And at the end of the day, it's about becoming financially independent. Does that make sense, guys, right? How many of us want to get into that 9-to-5 game plan? We have an opportunity in Primerica that we can speed things up a lot quicker. So let's kind of go through this. All right, here we go. It's not even 9 to 5 anymore if you think about it. It's 9 to 7 till you're 67, right? Everybody down with that game plan? I mean, if you think about the definition of financially independent, we go around, we ask, what does it really mean to be financially independent? People go around, they say, well, I love my job, I'll never retire. Anybody get that before, right? Listen, I guess they don't really understand the definition of being able to retire financially independent. Being able to retire, really what that means is to have the choice to work or not work without having to worry about money. Isn't that really what retirement is, guys, right? So you can go through the work 9 to 7 to 67, or you can be an athlete. You can live the kind of quality of life that you've always dreamt of living, right? You see a lot of the television shows of all these athletes living, you know, the kind of dream life, big house, they're retired at the age of 35 years old. And a lot of us are walking around like we're rock stars thinking that we're athletes, but we're not. The other option is we can be a movie star. And I know that wasn't really an option for me. You know, I wasn't gifted with certain attributes like that. Or you could be a business owner. So what you're doing is you're really choosing between working the rest of your life to retire financially independent, if that's even an option, or you could be any one of these three. And I think we're in the greatest business opportunity where we get to do that, becoming a business owner. Now, I want to read some stuff to you guys, and I'm going to blow this up, guys. It says from Bloomberg Business Week, the 4% rule is a bedrock of retirement planning. But does it apply to those who quit working before 65? The rule of thumb holds that retirees who spend only 4% of their investment portfolio annually, adjusted for inflation, will be able to stretch out their savings for the rest of their life. For example, so check this out, $1 million brokerage account gets you about $40,000 a year to spend for the rest of your life. And you know what's scary about that is if you look around and you do F&As, the average American has less than $25,000 saved to their name. Isn't that scary, guys?
Yep.
You know, people say, well, I'm going to retire. I was talking to one of my clients, and she was so proud. She's like, I'm going to retire. I'm going to retire next year. And I was like, Susan, that's great. How much have you saved up? And she was so proud. She shows me her statement. She's like, I have $50,000. Now, understand if for a lot of people, if you have $50,000, $100,000 deposited into your checking account, that's a pretty big deal if you have it in your checking account. But for retirement, I said, Susan, how much, if not for nothing, if you pay all your bills, what are your expenses every year? She goes, I need at least $30,000. I go, Susan, look, let's do some basic math. And I have to be very careful. If you have $50,000 saved, how long is that money going to last you? And she paused a second, and she said, what am I going to do? You see, a lot of us get into, we're not even really thinking about the math on that. And it's saying right here through Bloomberg, $1 million is only about $40,000 of income coming in. So check this out. Lately, the 4% rule has been under assault, with experts warning that the future could bring weaker market returns and increased lifespan on both. If you retire at 40 with a couple $1 million, you're going to worry about financial emergencies, taxes, inflation, market crash, and so on and so forth. So it goes on, it says, divide your age by 20. Couples should use the younger partner's age to get the percentage that you can safely spend. For a 40-year-old, that's 2% or $20,000 a year on $1 million of savings. So $40,000, $1 million just isn't even cutting it. That's like below the poverty line, $20,000 a year. Is that unbelievable? So let's give a little summary, and you should jot this down. It says save $1 million equals about $40,000 in a household income, divide 2 for couples. So $2 million is $100,000. $3 million saved is about $150,000. So this is the way traditionally people have the ability to go and retire, to save this kind of money. That's a long version of it. Are you guys with me? Right? Here's Primerica's version. And I'm going to give you a simple formula for this. One RVP, and Keith was talking about this in the RVP meeting, one RVP that averages about 10 by 10 is going to make about $100,000 of income. When you override an RVP that's making about $100,000 of income, you're making about $50,000. Now, not for nothing, you can spend 30, 40 years working at a job, 9 to 7 till you're 67, or you could bust your butt, go get an RVP, not just you becoming an RVP. You become an RVP and then get an RVP, and that's like a pension plan, guys, right? $50,000, that's a pension plan. People work their whole entire lives to get that. So, well, maybe $50,000 is not enough. Go get 2 RVPs. That's $100,000 of a pension plan coming in, like whether you're working or not. Is that incredible, guys, right? And the beauty of it is you get to decide how fast you want that to happen. Now, as you're procuring, as you're going out there and you're starting to recruit and you start to develop people, one of the things that's interesting is this, and I'll kind of give you an analogy as far as stocks are concerned. So I'm going to give you a little bit of mutual fund lesson as well as diversifying your Primerica portfolio. Anybody know how much Apple stock is worth right now? It dropped, let's just say. But if it picks up, if you put all your money in Apple stock and it goes up, you make a lot of money. Everybody got me on that, right? But if Apple stock goes down, what happens? It can wipe you out. Now, a lot of people think of investments like this. So if we go on, we say this is what we call a mutual fund. Some stocks go up, some stocks go down, some stocks go up, and so on and so forth. So what you're doing is you're diversifying your portfolio. So you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. Everybody heard this before? Right? So how does this apply to the Primerica business? We got our regional leader, Albertoni Florent, right here, right? Now check this out, guys. Check this out. If I put all of my hope, and no offense to Albertoni, but if I put all my hope into just Albertoni, and his business picks up and he has a great month, I go, woo, all right, awesome. But what happens if he has a down month? Yeah, I want one, right? So you look at that, and you have to start getting diversified. So if you look at our base shop, and we got Abraham Bueno, if his business is going up, business going down, business going up, obviously what you're starting to do is diversifying your Primerica portfolio. You're not putting all your eggs in one basket. Does that make sense, guys, right? So the more you have going on, the more recruits, the more teammates you have up and down, it's not, occasionally you might have like a contest or something where a lot of the stocks, a lot of your Primerica agents are up because of a contest. But a lot of times, you're going to have some people have good months, some people have bad months. We got teammates that get sick. We got teammates giving birth. We got teammates that are on vacation. We got teammates getting fired. We got teammates, all kinds of things. That's just life, guys.
Right.
And you don't ever want to be put in a position where it's like, hey, you got to go out and write business so I can pay my rent, right? That's not a good, healthy position to be in, guys. So you never want to put all your eggs in one basket. Now, what happens when you start recruiting and developing RVPs? You start getting your own mutual funds, right? So it's not even a stock anymore. It's not even a stock anymore because she has agents in her team, right? She's got a mutual fund within a mutual fund, essentially, right? She's got stocks inside a mutual fund, and every RVP you're overriding, that's a new mutual fund that you're going out and opening up, right? Does that make sense, right? So now you're really starting to get diversification. Are you guys getting the gist of this, guys, right? So what we want to do is we want to make sure as we're starting to plan out and start developing RVPs and stuff, and I want to really simplify. You're going to hear some great messages from today, tomorrow. But what I really want you guys to do is just simplify it. Everything begins, and it's not the only thing, but everything begins with desire, guys. And we joke around in the office and we go, you ever meet those people, you're like, man, you could be your own boss. You could be your own business owner. You can make $1 million a year if you chose to. You could take off whenever you want. You could do whatever the heck you want, whenever you want, with whomever you want to do it with. Wouldn't that be unbelievable? And you get these kind of reactions like, Man, you realize that, you can make an unlimited income. You can change your family's tree forever, for generations. You can write business today and get paid direct deposit tonight. You can help millions of families out there and you don't even know it. You can pay out death claims. You can change people's quality of lives. You can help people become financially independent. You can help send their kids off to college. You can't help those kind of people, guys.